Hello everyone, this is Arnie Robertson for Spartan Update, and today we're going to fill in some gaps from kind of a quiet week here around M-State. We have the golf coach, Jason Retzlaff, here with us, and this is his second time on Spartan Update, so I appreciate you coming by.
Great to be here, Arnie. Thanks for having me. Yep.
Would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, the college year is kind of my second home. I grew up in Fergus Falls and have spent many hours here, whether it be growing up. My dad Dave was a coach here, and so I spent a lot of time at the college. I went to college here and played basketball, and then I've been, last 9 years, I've been teaching, coaching, doing a lot of different things. I'm a co-athletic director as well here, so yeah, love it here.
Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies in general, yeah, I do. Any type of sports I love. I love watching sports, especially golf and basketball on television. But I enjoy watching baseball and football. I love those sports as well. I love movies. I go to a lot of movies every year. My movie collection is bordering on ridiculous. So I've got a ton of movies in my collection. So those would be probably the two things that jump out of me more than anything is my love of sports, and I enjoy leisure time, kind of a movie buff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about your golf team, and of course you guys are the heavyweight champions of the NJCAA, as you could say.
Yes.
Winning the national tournament last year.
Yep.
And this year you're going to be heading there again too. And can you tell us a little bit about your team?
Yeah, have another outstanding team again this year. We're really proud of them. A lot of people have been talking about the national championship we won last year, which was an amazing year for us. But this team has been a great team in its own right, and has the talent level to at least match up with that team to some extent. How we're going to perform at the national tournament when we get there, that's a whole nother story. But it's a team that throughout our fall season here, we had, I believe, 9 tournaments. We won 7 out of those 9, including the region tournament by 16 shots and over 2 days. And only one of the teams that beat us was a Division I junior college, which is a higher level that gives scholarships. So it was a great fall season. We had a lot of guys contribute, and we had a very deep team. Where the other teams really couldn't keep up with us was a lot of teams have 2 or 3 really good players, but we were able to have those 4th and 5th players that in the lineup that were really good, and it was tough for other teams to overcome. So,
here's another question I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
That white stuff's going to be flying around pretty soon, and it's going to cover all our golf courses and stuff.
Yeah.
So, in the wintertime, what does your team do to kind of keep in shape during the winter?
Yeah. There's not. Unfortunately, it's hard to hit golf balls. Now, there are some options you can hit into a net, that type of thing. We have some people that have some connections to indoor practice facilities, so we might do that a number of times here throughout the winter. We're also going to be doing a fitness program. Paul Ratz from the high school is going to be nice enough to give us a fitness program that is geared toward a golfer, and we're going to be doing some of that to get stronger, stay in shape, that type of thing over the course. And golf has become a much more fitness-oriented sport. A lot of people years ago, they didn't think it was much on fitness, but it's become much more that way here as the years have progressed.
You can tell that in golf, it's not just go out and hit the ball and go have a soda or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like serious stuff. You got to stay in shape. And
yeah, it depends on what type of golf you are. If you're someone that's just out there for fun and playing on the weekends, it can be that way. But you're seeing a lot of the professional players. Your guys like Tiger Woods and Adam Scott and Rory McIlroy. They stay in shape, and they want to be as physically fit. And the more physically fit you are in anything, you're usually going to be in better shape to perform. So.
Okay. Now here comes the fun part.
Yes. Okay.
And you remember last year I asked you some questions to kind of get to know you.
Yeah.
But I was preparing a little bit to have maybe a player or 2 on here, but it didn't work out.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have you go through this just kind of briefly here,
Sure.
and kind of stole a page from the fall sports program.
Okay.
And I tell you here. All right, here we go. I won't hit you with your favorite food, but I will hit you with your favorite restaurant.
Favorite restaurant. My favorite restaurant would be a tie between the Pizza Factory in Monticello and Casetta's in St. Paul. There are two pizza places that my dad and I undercovered years ago when we would go on recruiting trips together. And whenever we go through the Twin Cities area, those are the stops that we hit, and it's still to this day we make those stops all the time. We love it. So pizza,
pizza.
I do like pizza. Yeah.
Okay. How about your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show would have to, well, anything on the Golf Channel, I love. My favorite comedy would probably have to be Seinfeld. That was my favorite show. I really enjoyed the show Coach years ago that used to
Who
be
was
on.
that? Craig Nelson?
Craig
T. Nelson?
Craig T. Nelson.
Yes.
So,
That was the Screaming Eagles.
love The Office.
Never
As far as
existed.
the current show, I love The Office too, although it's not quite as good with Steve Carell now.
Yeah. And the Screaming Eagles were a team that never existed.
That's
from
right, Minnesota State. Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite song?
Favorite song is "Scenes from an Italian Restaurant" by Billy Joel. Billy Joel's my favorite artist. Unfortunately, he hasn't made any new music for the last 20 years, but he's my favorite artist. That was a song that came out in the late 70s, right? Right around when I was born.
I'm not big into rock music.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's my favorite.
This is going to be a tough one. I have to say. Favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete? That would be a tough one. My favorite athletes growing up, Tom Bernansky for the Twins, as I grew up in the early 80s, Bruno, and now he's the new hitting coach for the Twins, if you realize that. Yep. Will Clark for baseball, and then Larry Bird, my all-time favorite basketball player, hands down, and then for golf, Tiger Woods was
I thought you would say Michael Jordan.
No, Larry Bird is hands down my favorite player, and best forward to ever play the game, hands down, arguably the best player to ever live.
Okay. I think we discussed favorite travel destination last year, did we?
Yep.
Yeah. Here's this. Let me ask you this: if you had a chance to play golf, like at one course, like anywhere, what would it be?
Augusta National Golf Club.
The Masters.
Yep, that's where the Masters is held. It's the toughest course in the world to get on, and it's the course with the most history. So I'd have to say the Masters, and then second would probably be either Pebble Beach or the old course of St. Andrews over in Europe.
Top three.
Yeah.
That's a very favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your most memorable golf moment?
Without a doubt, winning the national championship
And
with the team last year. What an incredible highlight and a great reward for the young men who worked so hard.
I got a couple more questions here.
Yep.
And what kind of competition are you going to face in the national tournament come this spring?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's obviously going to be great competition. Last year we were fortunate there was a team, Monroe Community College out of New York. They won the title 3 years in a row. We were fortunate enough to stop that streak last year. I'm sure they'll be back and very good. The team that got second was the host team. And the host team, which is Jamestown Community College out of New York, it's a Jamestown, New York.
Okay.
They hosted it, and they had a very good team. And hosting is quite a big advantage because you know the course so well. So it's going to be really good competition. There's some great players there last year, and our guys are going to have to play very well. We just played great last year, and had played with great confidence. If we do that again, we'll have a shot. We've had some guys with great year. Lucas Gervais won the region individual title by 8 shots, which is quite a feat. He won it by 8 shots and is an outstanding player. He got 4th individually at nationals last year. I think he wants to get higher this year. Yeah.
Have you ever putted blindfolded?
You know what? I haven't, but I've putted with my eyes shut.
That one's been fun. I took out my ball here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
One last thing, and I know it's not golf related,
Yep.
is we got the World Series.
Yeah.
Tigers and Giants. Who do you think would pull out the victory?
I'm saying the Giants. I know a lot of people are picking the Tigers. You can ask Taylor Shuck, I picked the Giants before the playoffs started. Looked like they were on the ropes with the Cardinals, but I always think their pitching is really good. They got Kane and Matt Cain and Bumgarner and Vogelsong. Lincecum hasn't been as good this year, but pitching, and then their home field advantage is nice. They'll have one extra game at home, so I'm going with the Giants.
You could do your own sports show.
I know.
Doesn't your dad a little bit?
He
I've
does
seen
that
him on
with
TV.
Craig and
Craig
Chris
and-
Finian, and I
That's
think Chris Wasberg's on there quite a bit. Yeah.
that's
So
fun.
yeah,
Well, hey,
Arnie,
thanks for having.
thanks for being such a great supporter of the Spartans as well. We
Thank you.
really appreciate it. That's awesome.
Basketball's coming up. It's gonna be a good year.
Oh, it's gonna be a great year.
I'm
November-
looking
November 7th, the first game.
forward-
So
Get your tickets, folks. I'm telling you.
those boys are gonna be fun to watch. So
Spartan update. Arnie Robertson. Thanks for watching. May God bless every human being on this earth.